Okay, take 444. Okay, folks, I'm glad you can join me for this latest video. I'm really excited. I think I might have found a Beatles Holy Grail. Now, I'm saying I think because I don't know how rare this record is. I've never seen one in the wild, put like that. A bit of background. A lot of people have been like leaving me comments saying, Beatle Dave, why haven't you got the half-speed remaster of Venus and Mars? Well, there's two reasons. One, I've got quite a few copies of Venus and Mars anyway, and the main reason is I've seen something on eBay that I actually wanted, something completely different in one way and something that I'd never seen before. Now, I've not ever said that I'm not going to get the half-speed remaster of Venus and Mars. It's just I'm not getting it yet, if that makes sense. So the album that I looked at, although it's a UK pressing, it's actually come from America and it's come today. And I think it cost me more in postage and taxes than what I actually paid for the record. So the record in question is Revolver. Yes, Beatle Dave has gone and got another copy of Revolver. Now, this is a repressing from the 1970s. So the cover, there's nothing strange about this at all. If you can hear any people shouting, it's Susie Sue is in the garden talking to the dog. And we're having a bit of problems with one of the neighbours as well, so she might be telling the neighbour off, I don't know. Yeah, so it's a repressing of Revolver from the 1970s. It came, like I say, this morning. So this is how it's come. You got a lot of protective bubble wrap in it, and it was in a protective sleeve as well. To be quite honest, I'm quite surprised at how quick this record has arrived to me for saying it's come from America. Like I say, it's a reissue, so I'll leave that there so that you can see the track listing, which I'm sure you all know. Now, this reissue, like I say, is from the 1970s, so it should be on a Parlophone EMI 2-box silver and black label, shouldn't it? That's how it should be. So let's have a look and see what this one is. So this is the inner sleeve with the EMI important notice about copyright and all that lot. Now, are you ready for this, folks? This is why I'm saying it could be a holy grail, especially to me, because I've never ever seen one of these in real life. I have seen a photo of it, and I think there's a slightly different variation of this, which I will go into. So, as we say, it is the Beatles Revolver. So it's PCS 7009. EMI, and the EMI recording, made in Great Britain. So you've got all that on it. But the fascinating thing about this is it's not on Parlophone, it's on Columbia, as in the UK Columbia. Side one. So side one is, let me just go and put my granddad glasses on, just bear with 1 second. Because you know what they do with all these numbers and things, very small, aren't they, folks? So, so side one is YEX 605/3, and it's a HTM, so it's a Harry T. Moss cutting. Look at that. How strange does that look? The Beatles on the UK Columbia label. Now, the Beatles never ever, to my knowledge, released anything on Columbia in the UK. Excuse me. Not to be confused with Columbia in America, which was part of CBS, wasn't it? Side 2 is YEX 606/4, and again it is a HTM cut, Harry T. Moss cut. So that is it there, look. So you do get the made in Great Britain there, so it's not a foreign pressing, it is a true UK pressing. And then there you get EMI records and all rights to the manufacturer and everything. So why is this on Columbia and not on Parlophone? I will show you the equivalent Parlophone label from the time. So bear with 1 sec, folks. So this is another copy. Roughly from the same sort of period, a 2-box EMI Parlophone label. So this is how it should be, yeah? And the matrix numbers, or matrix numbers, whatever you want to call them, are exactly the same. Yeah, that's a 3. Yeah. But that one is not a Harry T. Moss cutting, that one. So it's a bit of a curio. It's a bit of a strange album to find. Why has the UK pressing gone all the way to America? Why has the UK pressing gone all the way to America for a UK fan to buy it to bring it back? The only copy I've sort of ever seen of this, and this was many years ago, and it was on I think it was on a YouTube channel by somebody else, was Columbia on the Columbia label on side 1, and then the Parlophone label on side 2. Now this is what you would call a mispress, I should imagine. Is it a one-off? I don't know. Like I say, I've never seen a copy of this where the Columbia label is on both sides for Revolver. I will put there just to prove it is Revolver, not something else. Lovely. And the record is in really nice condition. Now, like I say, this actual LP record didn't actually cost that much, but when you put the postage in the packaging and the the VAT tax thing on it, taxes, I paid more in taxes and postage and packaging than what the LP was. I think the LP was something like £20. It worked out £20 or $20, something like that. And then with the postage, packing and import tax and all that lot, it came to just over £40 for this. Is it worth £40? I don't know. Like I say, I've never seen one of these in the wild. I'm very excited to have it. Although I've tried to do this video so far 5 times. And every time I've started it, either my light went off, my microphone wasn't working properly, or somebody's been shouting and things like that. So, excuse me. So yeah, I think, to me, this is a Beatles Holy Grail. I've never seen one. In all the years I've been collecting Beatles LPs, I have never seen a physical copy of this, which is on the Columbia label. Just to prove it is again. Okay. Just a shame it's not on coloured vinyl, isn't it, Beatle Brad? Okay. It is actually quite a heavyweight record as well. So folks, what do you think? Is it EMI in the 70s? Being a bit thrifty, shall we say, or using up stock that they'd got, so putting the wrong labels on. But it isn't the wrong labels because it still says Revolver and everything, doesn't it? But you know what I'm saying? They might have had quite a few blank Columbia labels and decided to, but I don't think they did it on any other Beatles album, which is very strange. Like I say, this is the first time I've ever seen this. Will I ever see another one again? Probably not. Very rare, I should imagine, which doesn't necessarily mean it's valuable, does it? It just means there's not many of them about. But yeah, so there we go. a very, very strange UK copy of the Beatles revolver that I have brought from America to bring back to the UK, which isn't on Parlophone, it's on Columbia. I don't know. I don't know what the story is behind this. I have tried to get on Discogs earlier on today, and there was one of these on it, but it was the one that had got Columbia on one side and Parlophone on the other side, not one that was Columbia on both sides. And I think that's pretty rare in itself. So, just a little bit of something a bit different. Stay tuned. There will be a few more videos coming up in the next few days. I'm sorry you've had to wait so long for a new video, but I have been at work, you know. We do have to go to work to pay the bills and things like that, don't we? Everybody, especially in the UK with this silly government that's in power at the minute. I think they're trying to tax everybody, you know, to high hell and things like that. But that's for another video and another story. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you to everybody that is supporting the channel, leaving me comments and leaving me likes. I've had quite a few comments just lately on the Beatles from Liverpool box set and the records that we got from, well, where did we go? Skegness a few weeks ago. So I hope you're all well and dandy out there. There is a lot of Beatles news coming out, but a lot of other channels have already done it, mentioned that. So I am not going to mention anything about that, apart from I'm quite looking forward to seeing the new John Lennon 1-to-1 concert film that's going to be coming out in roughly October time, I think. But there's also another film called 1-to-1, which is a documentary, which is out sometime in April. And I'm looking forward to the 1-to-1 12-inch 4-track EP. But apart from that, I think you'll know everything else that's being released or is being rumoured to be released and things like that. We'll just have to wait and see what comes, won't we, folks, in time. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've got any comments on this Beatles revolver, but you see, it's even got the Parlophone trademark there, not the Columbia trademark. Yes, I know Columbia was part of EMI and things like that. So what do you think, folks? Is this a Beatles Holy Grail? Is it a one-off? Is it valuable? Is it common? Is it rare? I don't know. It's just, I just saw it and I thought, well, that is unusual. And I got it at a good price. So peace, love and happiness to you all, whatever you're doing out there. Thank you very much for popping by and taking your time out to watch the video. Remember, Beatle Dave loves you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, everybody. Thank you and goodbye.